In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 25th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Hawks versus Houston Rockets. The Atlanta Hawks and Houston Rockets returned to action after an NBA break in the action on Thursday for Thanksgiving. The Hawks, in 4th place in the Eastern Conference standings, traveled to Houston to take on the Rockets on Friday. Houston currently sits last in the Western Conference standings and have the worst record in the NBA at 3-14. Looking at the betting trends, the Hawks are 10-22 against the spread in their last 32 road games, 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games following a win, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Rockets are 28-58 against the spread in their last 86 home games and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team above .600. Head-to-head, the over is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings overall, and the Hawks are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Houston. The Hawks are again missing Bogdanovic, while the Rockets have ruled out Yeezy Tate and Alperen Sengun. The Houston Rockets have struggled defensively this season, and that is a problem against the Atlanta Hawks, who have a great backcourt and can put up a ton of points in a hurry. The Hawks have an offensive rating of 112 as they average 114 points per game and can shoot the ball well. Meanwhile, in Houston's last 5 losses, all 5 have come by more than 6.5 points, as when they have been losing it has been by more than 2 possessions. Atlanta, meanwhile, has covered this spread in 4 of their last 5 wins. The Hawks have been consistently good all season, and they would have taken so much confidence after snapping the Red Hot Kings' 7-game win streak on Wednesday, so they really shouldn't have too much trouble against this slumping Rockets team, who clearly have their goals set on the upcoming NBA draft. The line is a little hefty, but I believe that the Hawks have the firepower to win this one by double digits on the road. So the Atlanta Hawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both defenses struggle and leave a lot of open looks while both teams can score. Houston plays at a pace of 103, which ranks 10th, while Atlanta plays at a pace of 103.9, which ranks 6th in NBA. Although Houston is just 9-8 in hitting the over and Atlanta is 10-8, this is the perfect matchup for hitting the over. In Atlanta's last 8 games, they are averaging 226 points per game, while Houston is averaging 227 points per game. Despite both averaging below that number against one another, and with the defenses struggling, points should be plenty. As well, both will push the pace after having some time off. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Memphis Grizzlies. The New Orleans Pelicans travel to Memphis to take on their Southwest Division rival, the Memphis Grizzlies. The Pelicans lead the division at 11-7, while the Grizzlies are 10-8. The Pelicans beat the Grizzlies back on November 15th in New Orleans. The Grizzlies took 3 of 4 from New Orleans last season. Looking at the betting trends, the Pelicans are 6-13 against the spread in their last 19 games against a team with a winning record, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Grizzlies are 26-9 against the spread in their last 35 home games, 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games following a loss, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 14-5 in the last 19 meetings in Memphis, and the Pelicans are 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 meetings overall. The Pelicans have ruled out CJ McCollum, and they have listed Trey Murphy as questionable, while the Grizzlies are still without Desmond Bane, with John Conchar listed as day-to-day. The Pelicans are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games, 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 versus Memphis, and 5-0 in their last 5 when playing Southwest Division opponents. Memphis will enter back-to-back games as the favorite despite being 1-4 against the spread in its last 5 contests, 2-6 against the spread in its last 8 against Western Conference competition, and 2-5 against the spread in its last 7 November matchups. The Pelicans lose a lot of firepower with McCollum sitting out, which balances it out a bit against a banged-up Grizzlies team. The Pelicans are coming into this game with plenty of momentum, and they are a solid 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 meetings overall. I faded the Grizzlies in their last game as 2-point favorites, and I'm doing it again here. Even without McCollum, I'll take New Orleans and the points without blinking an eye. So the New Orleans Pelicans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both sides are roughly middle of the pack in terms pace. Zion Williamson and Ja Morant both aren't far removed from being sidelined due to injury, and the trends favorite this pick nearly all the way across the board. The under is 6-2 in the Pelicans' last 8 games overall and 5-1 in their last 6 against Western Conference opponents. The total has also gone under in 8 of the Grizzlies' last 12 contests and 4 of their last 5 at home. Over the last 5 games for both teams, 229 points is the third highest total, with the under at a combined 6-4 in those 10 matchups. With Memphis down Bane and Green, plus New Orleans down McCollum and Murphy III, it makes a low-scoring affair even more likely. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Milwaukee Bucks. This Friday, the Cleveland Cavaliers will travel to Milwaukee to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Tip-off will be inside the Pfizer Forum. The last time that these two teams matched up, the Bucks walked away with a 113-98 win. The Cleveland Cavaliers are coming into this one after taking down the Portland Trail Blazers 114-96. The Cavs look great on the offensive end of the court as they shot 55.4% from the field. They will have to stay hot in this one if they want to challenge the Bucks on the road. The Milwaukee Bucks are entering this game after falling to the Chicago Bulls 118-113. The Bucks blew it at the end of the game as they struggled on the defensive end of the court. They allowed the Bulls to shoot 49.4% from the floor, as they will have to contest more shots near the rim and on the outside if they want to take down the Cavs at home. Looking at the betting trends, the Cavaliers are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-0-1 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Bucks are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 home games and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-2-1 in the last 8 meetings overall. The Cavaliers are 2-7 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Milwaukee, and the Cavaliers are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Cavaliers will be shorthanded again as Karis LeVert and Kevin Love are both out, while the Bucks are still missing Joe Ingles and K.A. Tris Middleton. Milwaukee is a tough team to bet on or against recently because they can obviously beat any given team on any given night, but are also vulnerable right now if Antetokounmpo has an off night. Cleveland has the defense to rattle Antetokounmpo, as they did in the first meeting of the year when he shot just 6-18. Cleveland ran out of gas in the first game, being outscored 52-38 in the second half, but they've played their last 4 at home and have a relatively short trip on Friday. The Cavaliers have been one of the surprise teams of the league so far, and they are coming into this meeting with plenty of momentum after blowing past the Trail Blazers in their last outing. The Bucks have been well below their best lately, but it's only a matter of time before they hit their stride with most of their players back healthy. It's hard to split these two squads at the moment, but the Cavaliers are a little thinner in talent with Love missing from the bench, and they are only 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Cavaliers mostly rely on defense to win games this season. Their last 3 opponents have scored just 96, 102, and 87 points. Only the Phoenix Suns have a better defensive rating than the Bucks in home games this season, so it could be a tough night for Donovan Mitchell and co-scoring the basketball. When playing on the road, Cleveland averages only 96.2 possessions per game. That's only 29th in the NBA. Only 211 points were scored in the first meeting of the season, so we shouldn't expect any fireworks offensively in tonight's game. This game has low scoring written all over it, so let's go with that. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.